If you're going to do volume and you want to make a go of it, right? If you're going to hire full-time staff, that becomes your full-time business. Right now, I've got 7 active projects on the go. So that includes my T4 staff, that includes some sub-trades, just depending on where we're at in the flow. Like you're responsible for that person's livelihood. So I mean, if they have a family, if they have kids, if they have car payments and stuff like that, not just about making money, they got to actually enjoy it. And in order to enjoy it, they need to know that they have stable work.
What is up, you guys? Matt McKeever here again with Ryan Carr. And so in today's video, we're going to discuss how do you decide when to hire in or outsource with, say, general contractors or subs. And so it's something that I constantly get asked on my YouTube channel. And so we know Ryan's doing multiple projects now.
Yeah.
So do you mind kind of breaking out how much do you have on the go at any given point in time? And what's your approach? How did you decide what's right for you?
Yeah, so for me, I started off doing it all myself. Like literally all myself, swinging the hammer, finding the deal, putting the finance together, all this stuff. Only until we started to grow to the point that I realized, hey, I'm being limited here by the amount of deals coming in. Right? Did I make the switch over into A, hiring out subs, and B, hiring out T4 full-time staff?
Okay.
Or hiring in full-time T4 staff.
So as far as like for a viewer maybe that's currently trying to think or consider scaling up their business, how do you make that decision? Like when did you decide that like, okay, now I definitely have to, get subs? And then at what point did you decide, okay, I definitely need to get T4 employees?
Yeah, for me it was based on volume. So like when I'm evaluating deals, I'm saying, okay, if this deal is going to net a certain amount of money by me doing it all myself, I'm like, okay, maybe that sum is whatever it is. But if I have 3 deals coming in, right, and I can hire out other people to do that work and make more money because I've got more volume, that's when you have to make that comparison. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so as far as when you decided to go from just using subs to T4, how did you kind of make that decision?
Yeah,
what
so
were the factors?
That came down to volume again. So using a subcontractor is typically more expensive than using T4 employees. But the benefit to using a sub is if you don't have any more work for them, maybe you're only doing 1 or 2 deals a year, you're under no obligation to continue to pay them or pay severance or anything like that because they're not your full-time staff, right? So if you're doing low volume, right, you're better to just pay a little bit more to that subcontractor and not have to worry about, hey, where am I going to find these people work? Now, on the T4 side, because of the requirements of like payroll and source deductions and all this stuff, you got to have a lot of volume in order to keep somebody full-time T4 staff employed 40 hours a week, right? The benefits to that are they typically come a little bit cheaper than an outsourced subcontractor.
Yeah, and that's something I really want to build upon here is this idea. I get asked all the time whether people should start essentially their own contracting business or insourcing with T4 employees. And the thing is, that's a whole new business, right? Like it's not just a matter of like, you're no longer managing the relationship the same way you would with a sub, right? Yep. There's a lot of considerations, you essentially need to keep that person busy year-round.
You do. Like you're responsible for that person's livelihood. So I mean, if they have a family, if they have kids, if they have car payments and stuff like that, I take that burden on as a business owner because I'm very relationship based. And I want to make sure that they're happy in their job. It's not just about making money. They got to actually enjoy it. And in order to enjoy it, they need to know that they have stable work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, do you just use them in-house, or like are you also sometimes subbing out for other people?
Yeah. So in the past, I've done customer jobs from time to time. Like right now, I've got 7 active projects on the go. So that includes my T4 staff. That includes some sub-trades. Just depending on where we're at in the flow. Yeah. But like if I see between 3 or 4 closings, we have a gap of, let's say, a month or 2, and my guys don't have any work for whatever reason, then I'll say, hey, you know what, I'll do your basement apartment, or I'll do that painting job. Not necessarily for me as a business owner, but to make sure that they're busy.
Yeah, just to manage your work timelines.
Yeah, so you always got to be working ahead, right? I got to be 6 months ahead of my guys to make sure that they have somewhere to go. So any suggestions or tips for someone that maybe is looking to do large volume and is considering making that leap from just using subs to an employee? Any like school of hard knock lessons you can maybe share with them? Or yeah, so it's going to come down to volume. So if you're doing 3 or 4 deals, I would say that's probably going to be the break-even point between being able to actually pull that off and not, right? If you're doing 1 or 2 deals, say 3 months a deal it takes, for example, that's not enough volume to have T4 staff. But if you're doing 4, that's a full year's worth of work at 3 months per deal, right? And once you do 4, then you can start scaling up for the next year. And once you have full-time staff, maybe you can take on a contracting job or 2 to keep those guys busy in the event you have a shortfall. So as you grow the business, more opportunities come, right? As long as you keep your eyes open to that.
And so when it comes to actually like hiring, whether a sub or a T4 employee, any tips or suggestions? Because I know we've all been down that road of hiring some random person on Kijiji and probably ending up disappointed. So any thoughts or lessons you can share with the audience?
Yeah, I mean, you got to vet your people, whether they're staff or subs. Like, I found a lot of people on Kijiji myself. My main guy that I've had for years has been found on Kijiji. I bought houses on Kijiji. I found people on Kijiji, trades. Like, Kijiji's a great source for a lot of things.
So when it comes to vetting them, like, are you going and visiting job sites they're currently working on? Are you calling references?
Yeah, I kind of do all of the above. In the case of a T4 employee, usually I'd ask them to bring some pictures of what they've done, because I don't have a lot of time to go to their sites, and there's a good chance they're not working, or they're leaving their position to come and work for me. So pictures are a good way to vet. Just a conversation, man. Like, just like what we're doing now. I mean, you really get a good sense of what somebody's all about in the first 5-10 minutes of meeting them, right, if you're intuitive. Just by the way that they carry themselves, are they polite? Do they know what they're talking about? All of those things combined will give you a good vibe on if someone's good or not.
And so when it comes time to figuring out who's going to be the right fit, do you also walk them through your job site and kind of let them talk through how they'd approach it, or kind of their comfort level with things?
I start with a phone interview. Right? Or one of my staff, her name is Melissa, she does a lot of the hiring and firing for me, which is great. She handles a lot of that HR stuff because she's good at it. So for me, I say, start with a phone interview, see what they're all about. Like, if they sound like they're reasonable, then go to a coffee date, right? Meet up for a coffee or a sandwich or whatever, see what they're all about, then they can bring those pictures. And if they're good from there, then come on out to a job site. Let's make sure you're comfortable here, and then you try it out for a month and see if it works for both sides.
Those are some great hiring tips, guys. So before we wrap up this video, anything else about contractors or subs you want to share with them?
Just volume. It comes down to volume. I mean, if you're going to do volume and you want to make a go of it, right? If you're going to hire full-time staff, that becomes your full-time business. You're not working 9 to 5 doing an engineering position or something else. Like, you're in this as a real estate investor or as a contracting business or whatever it is you want to do, whatever angle you take it to. You're in it now, so you're a full-time employee just like they are.
And so what's your actual day-to-day look like these days? How are you splitting up your time? How much time spent managing your employees, your subs, / looking for the actual next deal?
So I try to break it down as efficiently as possible. Typically in the mornings, I will focus on existing work, like, where are my guys going that day? What are we working on? What's the status of our permits? Any deals that we kind of have on the go that are on the ropes. And then in the afternoon, I try to break that up with some new business. So I'll take my meetings and my phone calls and stuff like this, make sure that we're set up for the following day as well. And then I map it all out in my day planner. Right. Day planner, so important. I switched over to a CRM late last year, early this year, so it's all digital now. And that alone has saved me, going from paper to digital, probably saved me 2 to 3 hours a week. Just in logistics time. So I mean, that right there, 2 to 3 hours a week is time to play with your kids if you have kids, or time to go out for dinner with your spouse, or whatever it is you want to do. Like, that's the opportunity to fit that in.
And so, do you mind sharing, like, what program or what system are you using?
Like, dude, there's a ton of systems for free. Like, Google Calendar is a great space to go. You can use that for nothing, or you can go online and just type in like CRM into Google, and there's Zapier, there's Less Annoying, there's Pipedrive, there's all kinds of different programs out there that'll fit your needs.
Awesome. Great tips, guys. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new to my channel, and otherwise you can find Ryan on
rwcarinvestment.com or on Facebook. That's where we update live almost daily.
Awesome. We'll have links in the video description down below, so definitely jump over there, check out everything Ryan's doing. You're not going to want to miss his future projects. And otherwise, until the next video, remember, making money is a team sport. There's more than enough money in this world for us to all make it, but if you're not saving it, I mean, like, what's the point? Thanks, guys. Bye.